Woo! Woo! If anyone has any questions, you can post them down below. Oh, yeah. I came on this live to be with you guys, to give you spiritual advice, give you the best advice that I know of. I'm so happy to be here with all you guys. Hello, GTA Pro. We're going to be in here for an hour. I just started this live. I will be answering any questions. So ask away. I want to God bless everybody in here and the whole entire world. Once we start giving, once we start sharing, we become a bigger picture than ourselves. Hello, Robert. Bonjour. My best friend stays in France. Most people, so most of the world, they only care about themselves. And we are meant to break this cocoon. If we only care about ourselves, eventually it will cause turmoil in our life and bring suffering. When you're a little kid, you naturally want to share and give. And you're non-judgmental too. You still are that state. You still are that state. As you are when you were a kid. That's cool, you're gone off the channel. Along with the rest of the graveyard people. There's not going to be any negativity in my community. People saying negative stuff online. It's just going to come back to them. And it's pointless. They're not worth my God-given time. Amen. And Lord, help these people. Show them the path. If anyone has any questions, it can be about activity, exercise, anything that you would like to know. I can give you the best advice. And the best path for us to take is the path of least resistance. So when we're evil or we have negative thoughts, we are going against nature and we are creating resistance. So why people haven't found God, why they're not happy, and why they're miserable is because they create resistance. I appreciate everyone for coming through. When you are in a dream and you're always at a place in your dream, I want you to listen to this. You are not in your head as when you are up and you're not sleeping. You're in your head. But when you're dreaming, you don't have a personality. You're not thinking. You're very aware of what's going on in your dream. It's almost like a Sims game or a 3D simulation. But you weren't thinking in the dream. You know this. I've never thought in my dream. It's always just been right there in my face for face value. So when we are up, when we are actually not sleeping, we can actually connect to the dream, because I brought this up because this is awareness. It's beyond thought. And in your dreams, you automatically go beyond thought. It's not like when whatever we're doing in life, when we're up, we think about walking the dog. I want to play this video game. I'm thinking about what this person said to me. When you're sleeping, you're not thinking about any of that. Does that make sense? So, the reason being is because that is your true essence. It's without thinking. People think thinking is super important. It's actually not. You actually become all knowing because it's a feeling. You have to feel this. You can't think about feeling. If you've never been, in a hot geyser, a hot tub, or a hot spring, you would never know what it's like. I can tell you about it all day. You can pick anyone in the world to explain how's it feel to be in a hot spring. And you may have an idea. But until you go in the hot spring with your body and experience it, you'll never know. You'll just have a concept. You'll just think about it, which ultimately it's worthless. So when they talk about God, it's a whole misconception. Most people don't understand about God. It doesn't even make sense. If I was under 25, under 27, I wouldn't even care to hear the word God. Because they write books about God and then people parrot it. It doesn't matter how much you talk about God, because you have to experience it. You have to feel it. And what the feeling is, I'm going to tell you what God really is. is the feeling inside of you. It is the awareness. And it's what keeps you alive. If anyone has any questions, you can post them down below. We were discussing what dreams really are, what God really is, because people don't know. And we were talking about the misconception. God is what keeps you alive. You can even think about it right now. What keeps me alive? It's actually an energy source that runs through you. Does that make sense? So when you feel into this aliveness, because it keeps you alive, you forget about yourself. You encompass all these qualities of God. You go to learn things beyond the mind. You can tell what's about to happen. If anyone has any questions, I'm so glad to be here with you guys. Ask me anything. Or if you want to talk about anything too. Hello, Matt the Visionary. Rob Moore. We're 20 minutes in. I'll probably be going for an hour. But if there's not that many questions, then we'll end it a little short. We've already covered so much. phone up higher. See if I can get something working. Yeah, well, you have jury duty. Shouldn't you be able to like call off work? In a 12-hour work shift, man, that's a. You don't always work those, do you? I want to set my phone like higher up. Because 12 hours is at one job. It's a lot. Wow, yeah, I mean, how long have you been at this job? It sounds like they just been ripping you a new one. And I didn't know you always worked 12 hours. Yeah. So far we've discussed what is God. People don't know what it actually is because it's not really a word. It's a feeling inside of you. We also discussed dreams and what happens inside of your dreams and how they connect to when you are awake. That's what I'll be naming this live. And even if I cut it short, I'll still be posting it. If anyone has any questions, you can post them down below. Yeah, hospitals usually only treat the people that are at the top. Basically, like the surgeons and the people that are around the surgeons. I don't know too much about that field though. But yeah, a lot of places over the years have gotten greedy. I mean, I can't. So many things, organizations have gotten greedy. And when they go to heaven, they will see the deeds that they've done and they will feel remorse. They will have remorse because once the veil is lifted, they explain this in the Bible, but they don't explain it with this simplicity. When you go to heaven, you see you see through everything you've done in your life. because life is a test. And all the people that you hurt, scammed, or angry, you will feel a release when you're in heaven. But what will end up happening is you will go in the cycle. You will be like, man, because now you see now you see like what your energies are doing when we're in this life, when we're in a form on earth. We don't see, we don't feel what we're doing to others, especially if we're self-centered, stuck in the ego. So heaven, the veil is lifted, and you see all the acts that you've done. You turn into a good little boy, basically. And you're like, man, I wanna make this right. And so God gives you your wish. This is most people's wish. Bloop. You go right from heaven to another body, and you go and try to make things right. This is the evolution of a man. This is what really, the real evolution that the books try to teach us. It is not a physical evolution. It's more so a metaphysical, but it's a spiritual. Hey, Xena. You've talked about these demonic forces before. Are they still coming at you, Xena? And are you taking any medicine? Yeah, you should definitely talk to somebody about that, because it definitely sounds like you need help with that situation. But you got to see that you are the light. And once you see this, nothing will prevail. Your consciousness, God's intuition, and just your intuition in general will guide you through everything. You just have to listen. Don't create negative thoughts about yourself, such as, I can't do this. I can't beat this person. I suck. I'm not worth it. Do you have any negative thoughts about yourself, Xena? These things have came in your life as a test frequently, but I'm asking specifically. Yes. But these things are tests, and it's for us to leave them or to get past them. Because sometimes in certain situations, let's say this is the most extreme situation. If we are in a war, and let's just say it's Israel and the Palestinians, and we are in war, but then we hear our heart calling, we hear our heart, we hear God calling, and it's saying, hey, we got to get out of this. We need to go somewhere else. So if you would go against that, then you would pay the the karma, because karma is not bad or good, but you're going to pay the consequence for resisting to your truth. Does that make sense? So leaving the situation is an answer. It's not, oh, I have to deal with this the rest of my life. No. That's stupidity. Another scenario could be you're in war, Palestine, Israel's, and your heart is saying go to war. So you do that. Your heart always has your best interests. We're just told not to listen to the heart. Everybody fails, Zena. It's not about failing. It's just, there's really no failing. It's like when you're a baby, you don't think about failing. You walk. You fall down. That's not failing. You're learning. It's actually a great experience. You carry this knowledge with you the rest of your life. But if there's like specific things that go on your mind, Zena, calm, I can help you. But you need to tell me the specific thing that comes on your mind. Hey, Lego. Yeah. Yeah, that's nice, man. Do you take the nut formula like as a actual meal? I basically been doing the lubrication formula, but I just do it without the lemon juice. So wall Lego, I was actually gonna mention that. Jeremiah 17:9. I've already mentioned how the Bible in today's live, people don't know God It's all a misconception. And if you missed the beginning of this live, we're 36 minutes in. I would be posting it, this live. It was really juicy in the beginning, so you can listen to that. Now, the Bible says the heart is deceitful above all things. To me, that's a lie. The heart is where God functions through. I think what they meant in the Bible is falling in love with another human being. It is not true love, love of the mind. It can be, but it's not God's love. That's what I think they mean, or that is what they mean by being deceitful with the heart. It fools you in a way. Oh, I love this girl, which happens all the time. Love this guy. But we are made of love. We are the love. It surrounds us. God is love. Literally, He is love. The feeling, He is not a person. He's not in the sky. It is there's no word because you have to feel it. It's all encompassing. But you have to have no stress, and you have to have no thoughts on your mind when you feel this. You made 2 doses. Yeah. I just had some cold milk from the fridge last night. That is my sin. My sin is drinking cold milk. Thank you, Zena, for being here. Hello, Tommy Thunder. I'm so thankful for all you guys being here. I hope you heal, Tommy. You can let me know how you're doing. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's the thing about Godis is even though he probably wouldn't have the most subscribers as like Mr. Beast, I think he could have became the Prince of YouTube. But he won't be able to do that no more. Yeah. and it's mainly linked um, to his ex-girlfriend. He definitely would have been pretty much taken over YouTube. Yeah. Yes, Nikolai, I can. I just got to the bottom of this monologue or dialogue. It can be described as love. We were just describing it. I don't know if you were here. Because God, if we had to just wrap the Bible up in one word, our life, it's made of life. We don't, it's made of love. So God, it's a misconception. What does God mean? They're lying to you. It's a feeling of love. It's really, I said this, I'm going to be dropping this live. I talk about dreams at the beginning of this, and this can really help you understand what I'm talking about while you're awake. And you can see in your dreams, and you can see this in real life. But the feeling, it's, there is no feeling, but when we bring it into words, because it's a thoughtless state, there is no describing it. You feel light, overwhelming joy. You feel bursts of ecstasy. You feel calm, the calmest of your life. Most importantly, you have no stress. You can't feel this and have stress. So your mind, if you ever have a problem, it comes from your mind. Your mind makes the problem on the outside. Intuition, which is the same, it's coming from the outside actually, and it's giving you the answers of what to do next. So the key to feeling our past lives, it actually comes through a feeling. They're stored in emotions. So when you recognize your past life, you will see a picture, but it's bundled up in a feeling, but more so in an emotion. And the reason I said that is because we're feeling a reality. Hello, Andreas. Thanks for being here. I don't know about the prince, but probably Thank you, Sam. Yeah. Well, yeah, a lot of people hide. A lot of people lie. Yeah. Just a lot of people hide. So it's a little bit of both. They're pretty similar. Thank you for being here, Andreas. What's the screen? Or what's for dinner? Tommy Thunder. I don't really think about it, but I just also ate. And I don't know where I'm going to be later. I've already ate twice today. But I just ate chicken. And I got like a whole Amish chicken for a great price. So I'm probably going to eat chicken later. And honestly, chicken is my favorite. It's always been my favorite. Yeah. When I was a little kid, everyone liked McDonald's. Like when I was like 10 years old, 12 years old. Let's ring the bell of happiness. When I was like 10 years old, and when my family would, everyone would want McDonald's, the beef patties. I hated that. Hated it. The thought would make me throw up. I've always was a chicken nugget guy. No, chicken tenders. I loved them. Yeah. I yeah. I found this bell. It was just sitting up in this attic. I wasn't supposed to be here that long, but I was here a little longer, and this bell just happened to be up here. Chicken Taco Bell. Yeah. I worked at the Bell before. Good idea, Zena said. Host female only yoga classes. I'm not sure like what would be the outcome of that. What you mean by that? Love and gratitude to all. Yeah, I've been getting better. I've been getting like way better. It's yeah, and I'm gonna keep getting better. And it's gonna show. Not with my words, but with my actions. And other things will happen enormously. My channel will go crazy. Yeah. And unexpected things in my life will break out of that cocoon. We have superpowers, psychic abilities. Our future is already here, but it's just like a seed. We have to break out of this cocoon. And then you will see all the stuff in your life will eventually unfold. Things that you wanted, things you would have never expect to happen and that you're bewildered by. Xena threw up a whale. I really like that logo. But you could be working at a job at a desk, going through this 9 to 5, living every day. Then all of a sudden, you're going to India. You're starting to feel a sense of something. You're not working that job no more. You're meeting people with the like mind. Anything can happen at any second. We tend not to think that, and we'll be negative about it. But we got to stay in the positivity. That way, we get positivity. I'm not sure what you mean by forget it, though, Nikolai. Andreas says go for a hit workout. I've been going live every morning the last couple days, 3, 4 days. All of that is posted. Yeah, the lives are always there. I will post all of them. Do you feel a difference in energy with old stuff such as the bell? If you're talking about tapping into like the frequency, yeah. But I'm not sure if that's what you meant. Yeah, that's great. You got the adjustable desk. Yeah. That's why, like, even my tripod, it only goes like so high, and I don't have nothing to like hold my phone up on. So like, I don't always want to look down. If God's grace comes and goes, why should we seek Him? Okay. Well, it doesn't come and go. Your thoughts come and go. God is a steady, forever existence. Our mind creates the duality, the separation, and the farce, illusion. It's God's play. So, in a way, in some sense, we're not seeking Him because He's already here. And once we feel it right here, we become still, then we're always getting His blessings. Even if we can't feel God and feel that aliveliness in us, He's still calling for us. He's still helping us learn, and we're still going back to him. And why we should seek him, I could go on for forever about that. But it's the best feeling in the world. It's our true nature, our our fundamental spirit is beyond the physicality, and it's also beyond the mind. So we are tapping into our true being, which we are a part of him, and we are a part of us, or he is a part of us. The dog was going crazy over the bells. Do one more. We're at 57 minutes. You got to send me a picture of your dog. How do you know how many miles per hour you ran? Your testosterone hormone may have increased. That's very nice. I'm so thankful for all you guys being here. We got some milk. Every time I drink raw milk, when it's fresh, it always makes me happy. You feel an utter joy out. You have a speedometer on your mobile? That's crazy. It's close enough, you know. It's both Lego. Some people are gonna need to be called to seek them, but in a clever way, it's a parade coming back to him. But we never leave him. Only when we think about that we have leave, that's what the distortion is. So, in one way, yeah, we don't leave because it's our true being. In another sense, we do. We seek. Yeah. It depends on the person. All right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I I just didn't know like what you were referring to. Yeah. So like we don't really have this in the USA. The spirituality is pretty much wiped from the USA. This is why we don't even have no clue about it. in India, but you can do this anywhere. But they have the certain techniques to do it, and people do it all the time. Just they do it unconsciously. So if I'm holding a sword and I'm angry, very angry, and let's just say I'm Julius Caesar, but we're just saying let's just say he was angry. I go and kill a bunch of people. It doesn't matter if I kill people, but me being angry, I create this energy unconsciously and I put it into the sword. So it happens consciously, we just don't know it. Everything is like black and white. But you put that negative energy in the sword, and therefore that energy will always carry that negative energy. You might, a normal layman person, might not know this. You have to be very still and receptive to feel things around you, such as talking to the plants, because they are very still themselves. But the energy, there's things called concentrations, and it's usually made of some type of stone. And what they do in India, but it's been all around the world, they focus all their energy, their life force, into the stone, and that stays there forever. So, kind of like the idea of statues, too. It's the same thing with voodoo dolls. If you know what a voodoo doll is, that's more of a negative energy thing. And that's the worst type of karma you can do. So hopefully that makes sense. But yes, people are unconsciously putting, if you're if people are weird, means like their minds like all over the place, real loopy, not in a female sense, uh, then you go, maybe you'll sit in a chair that they sat in, or you're in their home. You'll get weird vibes. Yeah, definitely makes sense. That's a great topic, and we can talk about that for a long time. But stuff that was made more carefully, willingly, carries the essence of God. You know, when we make something because we don't care, it's for money, or maybe it's some weird material like plastic that's not natural. It can have different energies than a natural one. That's all we have for now. Well, women can be loopy in a good way. I meant Loopy is someone who's kind of like out of their body. Yeah. you post you post stuff on your YouTube channel, Andreas? Or are you talking about your Instagram? Anyways, thank you guys all for coming. Bless you guys. I hope you guys are cheerfulness are cheerful and are happy. And if you don't have it right here, right now, it's gonna come shortly in the future. My blessings.